Hello and welcome to part 2 of Trains at Crewe on the West Coast Mainline, where we will continue to see services from London North Western Railway, Avanti West Coast, Transport for Wales, and additionally Northern. And then hopefully a little bit of freight. I can hear a 66 on the avoiding line beneath me, as incoming is going to be a pair of London North Western Railway Class 350s that will be working a service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street. One, 2, 8 and 372. One of the other reasons why I like staying at this end of the station is the vast array of points, and therefore hearing the trains clattering over said points. And then down there is one of DRS's 57s, just operating as a Thunderbird loco for whenever it's going to be needed. Okay, the next train to depart is going to be the late running 1243 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street, worked by 390-119. But it's very vivid and striking colour scheme. I have to admit though, the young lady driving it could have looked a bit more cheerful. Okay, the next train to make the appearance is going to be a Northern 323 terminating from Manchester Piccadilly in the form of 323-238. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1301 Avanti West Coast service from Blackpool North to London Euston, as a DB66 will be in the background at some stage or another, taking the avoiding line, as also coming in is Rail Operations Group 37800 coming in from Holyhead. So the Pendolino is going to be 390-107, but we shall focus on the 37. Certainly got the popularity of everybody up here, that's for sure. It smells good. It's 323-238 is heading into the sidings. As also departing is the 1254 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Glasgow Central. Worked by 390-103. Complete with a great spark from the pantograph. Okay, the next train to depart is going to be the 12:59 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street.
Departing now is the 12:59.
Leading the way is 35125, squeaking and bouncing away quite happily.
125.
On the rear is X-Transpennine 35407. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1310 Transport for Wales service from Manchester Piccadilly to Milford Haven with 175-103. Okay, the next train to the depart is going to be the 1309 Avanti West Coast service to Carlisle. This service was originally intended to run to Edinburgh Waverley, but as such, nice little tone there, as such has been terminated at Carlisle. And it's 391.55. Railway Benefit Fund. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be a pair of Class 153s for Transport for Wales with a terminating service from Chester.
Yeah, it's so broadly similar in every single way.
Leading the proceedings is 153935, former Greater Anglia. With 153333 bringing up the rear.
I feel like a common misconception about the 153s is that they're originally from 156s.
Yeah. But I bet they were originally built from 155s and then just cabbed from it.
Yeah.
Okay, the next train to depart is the late running 1311 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly, worked by 390-130. City of Edinburgh. That sound is so therapeutic. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1324 Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston, worked by 390-125. Okay then, kicking into life is going to be our pair of Transport for Wales 153s working the 1324 service to Chester. 153 leads. Nice little bloke from the driver there. With 935 now taking up the rear.
Oh, for God's sake.
Looks like 37800 is about ready to head off somewhere.
Oh, he's got the cloud factor on.
Go on, girl.
He's gonna do it. 67's coming in.
Okay, we've got bits of everything coming on here. 37800 is going. There's Avanti West Coast 390 Pendolino coming in next to me in the form of 045, and then behind me, nice two-tone there, is going to be a DB, well, Transport for Wales 67 with Mark 4 sets of Transport for Wales. $67,010 coming in from Holyhead.
67,010.
Hauling the XLNR Mark 4s. With Transport for Wales HST 216 bringing up the rear.
And on the rear is carriage number 82216. Interesting LNER sounds we've got there.
On the rail cam, on that rail cam, and come in. What's the 91 on the end?
91? Are you having a laugh? 91? Really?
Always happy to see these. Okay, the next road to part is going to be the 1330 Transport for Wales service from Carmarthen to Manchester Piccadilly. $175,116. Nice little turn there from the driver. Okay, the next road to drive is going to be the 1345 Avanti West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. Voted by 390,129. City of Stoke-on-Trent. Okay, the next loco to arrive is going to be a Collis 56 doing Crewe Bass Hall to I'll have to have a look in a minute. It's 56090. It's Pinox SO branch sidings. That's going to run around its consist of ballast wagons. So I'll be coming back down at some stage.
Yeah, actually they're on 4.
And then coming up to a rest on platform 12 will be a DRS 88 going from Daventry to Moss End. And at long last, the Northern Formula 1 team heading into platform 1 to eventually work a service to Manchester Piccadilly. And then also, just on the top of the bridge is an ex-Caledonian Mark II on the back of an Annalise low loader that will at some point go to Locomotive Services Limited. And at some point that 56 will be coming back down. Okay, the 56 is coming back down.
Well, 6 ain't quite clear at the moment.
Going via platform 11.
Yeah, on failed.
I'll then pick up his wagons and head into Crewe Bus Hall.
Sometimes a bloody fly out of here. You watched it. Oh, he's going again. Okay.
Well, okay, I completely missed that as the train is heading back, presumably off to Holyhead.
He's leaving a lot earlier than he normally does.
Always nice seeing 67s. Okay, heading out now is 88010, leading the container train to Moss End, as an Avanti West Coast class 390 Pendolino is also departing in the form of 39114. Aurora. The Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly is also departed.
I'll say the Northern service to
Certainly going to be a feral boat on board this train. Got refrigerated containers on here as well. I could do with a bit of a clean. Always good to see those running. Okay, departing now 4 minutes late is going to be the 1350 Avanti West Coast service to Glasgow Central with 39118. The other 390 was bound for Liverpool Lime Street. And then we're going to have two DB90s coming down.
Oh my god!
One of them is ex-Grand Central. Superb shot there of the signs. So leading proceedings is going to be 90034.
90034.
With 90020 on the rear. It's a real shame that Grand Central had to axe their Blackpool North to London services. And then we have 35238 coming in with a, thank you very much, a London North Western Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street with 248 bringing up the rear. Both in their former London Midlands colour scheme. And both could do with a real good clean. And the next train drivers are terminating northern service from Manchester Piccadilly in the form of 323329. Sorry, 239, I do apologise. The two DB90s are going from Crewe TMD to Wembley. But you can just see the Grand Central 90 just joining the main line in the far distance. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be a pair of Avanti West Coast 221 Super Voyagers, working a service from Chester to London Euston. Leader proceedings is 221108. With 116 bringing up the rear. This will be the 1356 service, Dennis Bangor, with the next calling point after this being Milton Keynes Central. Okay, now departing is going to be the 1358 London North Western Railway service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street. Leading proceedings is 35266. with 102 bringing up the rear. Making a fair amount of racket in the process. Okay, 323-239 is heading into the sidings for be about an hour or so. I think it felt like an hour last time before the other one made a move. Hope the driver's got a word search to keep himself busy. I do love that sound. It just sounds like an arcade, it's fantastic. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1401 Avanti West Coast service from Edinburgh Waverley to London Euston. Worked by 390-128. City of Preston. That sounded incredibly healthy. Okay, the next train to arrive is 175112 with the 1409 Transport for Wales service from Manchester Piccadilly to Carmarthen. Still wearing its former Arriva Trains Wales colour scheme.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I think the 175 will be.
Okay, now for something that I wasn't expecting whatsoever. We got a Locomotive Services Limited 47.
Going over there. We should still be able to get the number.
D1645 Beeching's Legacy 47830. It's British Rail, two-tone green.
That thing's nameplate is Beeching's Legacy.
It doesn't even matter to you if it was tailing the steam train. Or less.
It's well, it's all local.
It's going into.
Okay, departing now is the 1409 Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North. Worked by 390-152.
This is already almost.
It's making one hell of a racket. Okay, the next train to depart is the late running 1411 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly, running about 4 minutes late. 39132. Pinnock's Branch SO sidings, the College Rail 56. That is the ballast train has gone. It left about 10 minutes early. I've no idea what that Locomotive Services Limited 47 was running. but I'll happily take the unexpected. City of Birmingham.
No offence to the West Midlands, but there are better train names than City of Birmingham.
Well, I've not stopped across City Line. I've been to every station getting off and down until 8 PM.
Okay, the next train to arrive is the return of our Class 153s for Transport for Wales, working their shuttle from Crewe to Chester and Chester to Crewe and vice versa. So just in case you need reminding, because I certainly do, 153935 is leading with 333 bringing on the rear. There's a few people on board. That's it. Give it a little bit of gusto just to get into the platform. Marvellous job.
Yep. 935.
Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1424 Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston, worked by 390 119. You're not going to misplace that in a hurry.
I just went through some mega picks.
Okay, the next train to depart should be the 1424 Transport for Wales service to Chester.
That's a quick turnaround. They don't usually do that quick. Honestly, that is quicker than it should be.
The 1424 to Chester.
Yeah.
Been here for 18
Why does that sound like a like me? Yeah, literally, when it went to idle, it went.
I feel sorry for the drivers in one end of them.
Why?
Cabs are a lot smaller.
Don't do self.
And they're separated. You
That's a
put
cool
small
one.
cabs in them.
Yeah. The way it just like goes to idle.
Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1429 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston with 39136. City of Coventry.
Sideburns again.
Gotta love sideburns.
You gotta love sideburns.
That's because it's been replaced with a new nose.
Okay then, the next train to depart is going to be the 1430 Transport for Wales service from Milford Haven to Manchester Piccadilly. Worked by 175 104.
Greg Wrangler, 175, 104. Bloody arse,
Right, and the Northern Formula 1 service is heading back into platform 1.
Acceleration on those things is balmy.
Oh, the acceleration is just phenomenal.
It is, it really is. That was a car.
Bless you.
I most probably got.
Okay, the next train to make a racket is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino, working a service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street, with 390 141 doing the honours. And a superb shot of a ramp with a window there, as now departing is the 1450 London North Western Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street. Leader proceedings is going to be former Transpennine 35407. With 35125 bringing up the rear. And then you can just make out an impressive lineup of locos at LSL with a 90, a 37, a 47 and another 37. Happy days. And the reason why I've come down here will be made apparent in the not too distant future. Okay, we're ready to depart now. It's 39141 with the late running 1443 of Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street. If I can get my finger out of shot. Doing about turn to find the incoming 1450 of Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Glasgow Central.
Ah, then coming now. This is the 1450. Avanti West Coast
I beg your pardon.
Okay, then 39141.
Okay, so working this service is going to be 390.050. Okay, departure now is going to be 390.009 with the 1456 Avanti West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. As coming in behind me is the 1459 London North Western Railway service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street. 353.72 is leading as it works into platform 12. With 128 bringing up the rear. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be a terminating pair of London North Western Railway Class 350s from London Euston. Leading the way is 255.
255.
255.
with 377 bringing up the rear.
377.
Wow, it's got the electro start.
You can tell.
Advertising Stratford upon Avon.
You can actually tell when a 350 is a dash 3 because the number is
Graham
much
Taylor
smaller.
OBA.
Yeah. Oh,
It's called Graham Taylor OBE.
it's actually got a nameplate, a 350. The only one. This has a nameplate.
Okay, departure now is 352.35 with the 1501 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street. Sporting the colour scheme for the British Transport Police. Doing about turn to find departing also is the 1501 Avanti West Coast service from Blackpool North to London Euston. Worked by 390-138. Okay, coming in early is going to be the 1508 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Edinburgh Waverley, worked by a 9-car Pendolino. $390,046. Okay, the next train to the part is going to be the 1510 Transport for Wales service to Milford Haven from Manchester Piccadilly. And giving a what for is 175,116. That's time for the driver there, thank you very much, and a wave. Plenty of dirt splatter on the rear.
Okay, so it didn't clear the rear end.
Okay, the next race expected appearance is a very late running East Midlands Railway service from Derby in the form of 156403. It's currently 3:15 and it was supposed to leave at 7 past, so it's going to be a very, very quick turnaround. Doing about time to find the 1511 Avanti West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly coming in the form of 39117.
Yeah, it's got no option. Like, the platform is free.
I can see its reflection in the 350. Please come down it. Oh no! It's going into platform 1.
What? The HST?
It's going to platform 1.
That's a joke.
No, I promise you, it's going into platform 1.
Why are we doing that to us? That is the horrible bit of play.
Well, that 390 should clear off enough space. We should. There we go. We'll get a good uninterrupted view of it when it comes down.
Yeah.
If anything, That's actually better.
I've seen Pendolino's returning from London.
I'll have to get a side.
It'll be better because we'll get a better chance to actually view it. So in case you're all wondering what I'm yappering on about, here we are. The Midlands Pullman.
Yes.
My God, it looks good. (43046). Jeff Jury, 1930 to 1999, is leading.
Yes, Joey.
This does look great.
First time I've ever seen it, and my God, it looks absolutely spectacular.
Oh man, it don't fucking change.
Actually, hang on.
Right, after a quick stop, it's off.
That's a very brief stop. The 43046 is off. Oh my God!
Clagging like an absolute beauty.
From Locomotive HST. My God, does this look good?
Rear power car sounds good. The whole train looks good. 43055. Absolutely spectacular. Okay, well, taking away the excitement from the HST, we have a Transport for Wales 153 coming in with a terminating service from Shrewsbury. Slowly screeching away, and it's going to be 153323. Marvellous.
My heart is actually
Okay,
pumping
departing
right.
now is, well dear,
I was
is
so worried it wasn't going to come back.
lost my train of thought here. 156403 with a very late running 1507 East Midlands Railway service to Derby. If we're lucky, the Pullman will be coming back down. I really hope we're lucky.
Off goes Batley.
Okay, departing now with a bit of Wheenscrosh on the go is going to be the 1522 Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. With 39114. And the 153 is also heading off to Shrewsbury. City of Manchester.
It's after London Euston again.
Now there's just a short race between the Pendolino and the 153. Embarrassingly enough, the Pendolino lost.
Remember, the Pendolino's got 11 coaches, but 153's only got 1.
Up in the distance is going to be a Class 37 courtesy of Locomotive Services Limited going from Toton TMD to Crewe.
Two of us here actually saw this actually at Longport, where it was towing a Mark II, that was a sport boat, and one of the blue Pullman delivery Mark IIIs. Alright. It should be 37608. to there.
Yep. But
It actually makes more sense.
Sorry, Mike, on.
no, you're right. I'm not bothering that.
That's annoying though. It's annoying though.
Yeah, that is that. I didn't even. I couldn't get that.
37688 Great Rocks.
60 foot.
37688 Chris.
37688.
That's a bugger.
I don't know
Okay.
you said that.
There's a bit of noise from the 37, it's certainly up to something. But in the time being, we have the 1529 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston departing. So I suspect that 37688 will be reversing into one of the sidings at LSL. This is 390.039.
390.039.
Okay, I believe the 37 is coming back.
It's doing summer. If it wasn't shifted, I would have guessed. If it wasn't shifted, I'd have guessed how it was having a massive shit.
Apologies if you could hear any of that language.
Don't do it. Sorry.
Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the late running 1530 Transport for Wales service from Carmarthen to Manchester Piccadilly. Worked by 175010. Okay, now departing is the 1533 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. Has also been coming as a terminating London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street. So leading this is Graham Taylor OBE 350377. And on the rear is going to be 352.55, and then we have incoming 352.47.
352.47 is bringing in the terminating service from Birmingham New Street.
Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1543 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. Worked by 390.124. Livery looks good when the sun's on it. Plenty of people on board.
My bad.
Just like how we saw 117 earlier again. We've been here for that long that we're starting to see returning train leaders from London.
Yeah.
Okay, departing now is the 1543 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street.
Summer.
And also going is the 1544 Avanti West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. Worked by 390-137. Looks exceptionally clean. And again, plenty of people on board.
I have a feeling the LSL HSTs are coming back.
Okay, after a quick mad dash onto the platform adjacent, we'll have the Pullman HST coming back.
Which is a miracle.
Clagging like an absolute beauty.
Yes.
Yes, it is. It's not going straight in, are you kidding?
Yeah!
It's going good.
Oh, it's
Wait,
going
what?
in 11.
This is perfect!
56 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston.
This shall be taken.
I guess an even better look at the Pullman HST.
That's going to turn, isn't it?
So we couldn't have stayed on platform 8.
6. We could have stayed on 6.
Okay, heading out now is 350-102, one of our classmates with a London North Western Railway service bound for Birmingham New Street. Or if my mouth is entered to go by, about 1,000 other places. And 266 brings up the rear. As we also have coming in a terminating East Midlands Railway service from Derby, worked by one of their Class 158s. (158-864). ELR 50. See you later, guys. And then we're going to have a pair of Avanti West Coast 221 Super Voyagers coming in, working a service from Chester to London Euston. 221-101 is leading. As we also have coming in a terminating London North Western Railway service from London Euston. Leading the way is going to be 350-107. with 103 bringing up the rear. Marvellous. Okay, the next round to have is going to be the 1558 London North Western Railway service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street. Leading the way is 35248. With 352.38 bringing up the rear. Okay, and through the windows of the 350 you can see 221101 leading away the 1558 Avanti West Coast service from Holyhead to London Euston, not Chester as I originally called it. I couldn't quite tell you what's on the rear. As it looks like there's the London North Western Railway service, the 1501, heading off to Birmingham New Street. No, sorry, this 1601, I do apologise. Well, I've made my way over to platform 12, and as you can see, you've got 90002. Just looks absolutely resplendent in our intercity livery. You've got one of the green 37s. I don't know really how much the camera can see because I'm having to hold it higher than my head at this point. But over there, you should see another split code 37 with the yellow headboard, and there'll be a 47 over there as well. As bringing your attention back to the mainline duties, 175104 departing with a 1609 Transport for Wales service to Carmarthen from Manchester Piccadilly. As also coming in is 39157 with an Avanti West Coast service bound for Manchester Piccadilly. I've also come over here because of that. A much, much better view of the Midland Pullman. Photos on social media do not do this justice. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's got stunning vinyls on the windows as well, of which I generally don't believe this camera has the quality to pick up, but believe me when I say they've done a top quality job of this, they really have. Okay, we're off. Oh, she's clagging like a beauty. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be a Avanti West Coast 221 Super Voyager coming out of Crewe carriage sidings. 221118. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be 175, God knows, because the number's been butchered. Bear with me. 175005 with the 1630 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly from Milford Haven, I do believe. Quite a handy little spot here. Only downside is you just can't see up the line, but not the end of the world. Again, departing is SrgntUwu with an Avanti West Coast service of some variation, presumably going from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. Okay, 302-104 is now rocking up. It'll be working a service to London Euston. The times are currently all over the gaff with trains coming in early and late, so I'm having difficulty keeping up with everything. What I can tell you is incoming now is a DRS 37 leading a 68 from Doncaster Roberts Road that'll go to Crewe Gresty Bridge. So leading the way is BR Large Logo 37402. Stephen Middlemore with 68009 on the rear. Again, now departing is the 1629 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston. And as she heads off, I shall leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching, it is greatly appreciated. I'm well aware that this second part has been certainly meaty to say the least, but it has had so much variety thrown inside it. I can hardly complain, to be fair. It's been absolutely fantastic. Crewe is a great station to come to, absolutely fantastic. I can't fault it, I really can't. It's an amazing station to come to, full of variety, and some people say that Fridays can be a bad day at Crewe. I've certainly had an absolute belter. My next station is going to be Eastleigh, followed by Southampton. Really looking forward to filming there. So, until next time, from me here at Crewe, I shall see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.